Have you ever wondered what happens when nature turns against us in the most unbelievable facts-filled way? Picture this: a quiet African wilderness, two massive lions, and a story so wild it sounds like fiction, but it's 100% true. Welcome to WeirdVerse, where we dive into weird facts, strange but true tales, and bizarre stories that'll leave you stunned. Today, we're traveling back over 50 years, way back to 1898, to uncover one of the creepiest true weird stories in weird history. Buckle up for the chilling tale of the Tsavo man-eaters. Let's set the scene. It's 1898, and the British Empire is building a railway bridge over the Tsavo River in Kenya, East Africa. This was no ordinary project, it was a massive engineering feat meant to connect the interior of Africa to the coast. Hundreds of workers, mostly from India and local African communities, were toiling under the scorching sun, surrounded by dense bush and wildlife. But here's where the weird facts start creeping in. The workers began noticing something unsettling: strange disappearances. Men would vanish from their tents at night, leaving behind nothing but eerie silence. At first, they thought it was accidents or desertions, but then they found the creepy facts: bloodstains, drag marks, and bones. Odd facts like these don't lie, something was hunting them. This wasn't just any predator. Two massive male lions, later nicknamed the Tsavo man-eaters, were stalking the camp. These weren't your typical lions, though. Here's a science fact. These lions were unusually large, with one measuring nearly 10 feet long, and they had no manes, which is rare facts for male lions in that region. Their behavior was even stranger. Lions usually hunt antelope or zebra, but these two, they developed a taste for humans. Weird science alert. Their brains seemed wired to see humans as easy prey, a brain fact that baffled scientists later studying their skulls. The workers were terrified. They called these lions devils and believed they were supernatural, and who could blame them? The unbelievable facts were piling up. These lions were attacking in pairs, dragging men from their tents and eating them under the cover of night. Over 100 workers were killed, though some reports claim as many as 135. That is a dark fact that sent chills through the entire camp. The project ground to a halt as workers refused to stay, convinced these were no ordinary animals but unexplained mysteries of the wild. Enter Lieutenant Colonel John Henry Patterson, a British engineer tasked with keeping the railway project on track. Patterson was no hunter, but he had to act. The bizarre stories of these lions were spreading, and the workers were abandoning the site. Patterson set up traps, built thorn fences called bomas, and even tried poisoning bait. Nothing worked. Here's a fun fact: these lions were so cunning, they'd wait until the workers thought they were safe, then strike with precision. It was like they had a brain fact for strategy, outsmarting humans at every turn. Night after night, the attacks continued. Patterson documented the strange facts in his journal. The lions would roar to scare workers into their tents, then silently creep in to snatch their prey. One shocking truth: they didn't always eat their victims. Sometimes they'd kill just for sport, leaving bodies behind as if to taunt the camp. The workers tried everything: fires, drums, even prayers, but the lions kept coming. It was a weird universe where humans, the supposed top of the food chain, were reduced to prey. Patterson finally decided to hunt the lions himself. Armed with a rifle, he spent nights perched in trees, waiting for the predators. Here's a curious fact: lions are nocturnal, but these two were next level stealthy, blending into the darkness. After months of terror, Patterson shot the first lion on December 9, 1898. It took 8 bullets to bring it down, a weird fact that shows just how tough these beasts were. 3 weeks later, he killed the second lion, but not before it charged him, nearly ending his life. The workers celebrated, but the dark facts lingered. The lions had left a trail of death and fear. But here is the shocking truth that makes this one of the strangest but true stories in weird history. When scientists later studied the lion skulls preserved at the Field Museum in Chicago, they uncovered a weird science bombshell. One lion had a severe tooth infection, which likely made hunting normal prey painful. This human body fact, or rather, lion body fact, meant the lion turned to softer targets. Humans, the brain fact here. The lion's behavior wasn't supernatural. It was a survival tactic driven by biology. But there's more. Chemical analysis showed human remains in their teeth, confirming the creepy facts of their man-eating spree. And here is the unbelievable fact: These lions weren't just killing for food, they were teaching each other to hunt humans, a rare fact in animal behavior, even creepier. Some researchers believe the lions may have been influenced by a local custom. Nearby bodies of enslaved people or victims of tribal conflicts were sometimes left unburied, giving the lions a taste for human flesh. This odd fact adds a layer of dark facts to the story, tying it to the grim history of the region. The Tsavo man-eaters weren't just animals. They were a product of a weird universe where biology, environment, and human history collided in the most bizarre stories imaginable. So there you have it, the true weird story of the Tsavo man-eaters, a tale packed with weird facts, strange but true events and unbelievable facts that still haunt the Tsavo region, from creepy facts about lions hunting humans to science facts revealing why they did it. This weird history shows how nature can turn the tables on us. If you love diving into this bizarre story and want more shocking truths, curious facts, and unexplained mysteries, hit that subscribe button for more weird truths from the WeirdVerse. Drop a comment below. Would you have stayed in that camp or would you have run from those lions? See you in the next video.